Hey everyone, letting everybody into the room here. Just give me a second to get everybody in and make sure we're recording. We are. Okay, good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Just as I let people into the room, just want to say if anybody had any wins for the week, any good stuff happening, any closings coming up, any listings that you guys got, anything good in the real estate world going on?
Hey Eric, well, I had a closing on Friday and also got like five under contract that have been on the market for a little bit just in the last 2 weeks. So,
Oh,
and
good.
they're all,
Okay.
and they're all going to be closing before the end of the year. Still have two more to go, but I was even getting action on those this weekend. So that's a win.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like some momentum picking up there, so that's good to see. I know, yeah, probably end of the year, a lot of people are just trying to get things off the books and get things closed out. So, reach out to all your clients and see where they're at with pricing and everything, and see if we can't get some concessions or whatever you need to get done to get these things over the finish line before the end of the year. But good job. Were those Florida properties or Illinois?
No, Illinois, Florida
Okay.
is that property. There's a bit of a yeah, I'm having problems with it. It's siding issues and it's not qualifying for VA in a big military neighborhood. So, but I'll talk to them about that. We might need to
Yeah.
reconsider repairs. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, good. Yeah. Any other wins for you guys?
Yeah, hey Eric. I had two offers that were accepted last week. And on Friday, I noticed now that they are doing it different on Bid on Homes. I got an offer accepted on Friday, so now the system is totally different. So I guess,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I didn't know if you knew about that. The way that
I
we
did. I did not know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so it threw me off. So I guess we could talk about that later on in the meeting. But yeah, it's totally different now how they want us to do things with uploading accepted offers.
Okay. Well, I'll reach out to Darren today and see. We have a call scheduled, so I'll see if we can. If there's anything we need to get out to you guys, either via email or if we want to do like a mastermind call. I know it didn't even come up. I don't think it came up on Thursday's REO call. But I know Darren and Barry had to bounce after half an hour, and Larry and Bill, who was our guest speaker, just they kept the conversations going. So it was actually that's on my list of things for you guys to know about this from this past week. And I'm not sure who was on the call or able to make the call, but there is a replay. It's in the newsletter as well as on the Facebook site. So anything else? Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get into the agenda?
I had three closed last week and
Oh, awesome. I saw two
quite a
of them.
few
I didn't
more
see the
this week.
third. Okay.
Yeah, that was Friday, so it hasn't come through yet. So,
Okay. Well done. Well
yeah,
done.
and a few more in the works between this week and next week. So,
Well, I'll congratulate you, but I also see Lindsay on the call, and I know she's been a big part of your team, so congratulate her as well, and Paul as well. I haven't,
yep, thank you.
and one of these days, I'll hopefully get a chance to. I, yeah, I haven't. We haven't met, have we, in person?
Probably not. He's kind of the back end. He's always
Yeah,
running
yeah.
pictures, making sure everything's getting done, repairs, all that good stuff. So,
Well, cool. Well, we're coming down to Florida in January. We're driving down. We're going to be up in Orlando. So if if our paths cross, or if anybody's going to be at the Velocity Conference in Fort Worth in February, that'll be another good time to get together. But well, good. Congrats on those, and glad to see those coming through. So.
thank you. You got to come a little bit farther down, past Orlando.
I know, and the fact that my parents actually live in Fort Myers is kind of a shame,
Yes.
but my daughter was there a couple of weeks ago. She just flew down for 2 days just to get out of the Toledo cold, but she's back in the Toledo cold. All
We
right. anything else you guys wanted to talk about wind wise or stuff that's going on that's good for you guys that you wanted to just let us know about? And I appreciate everything that everybody's commented on so far today. Um, well, just to go over the my agenda real quick, and we can open up for any questions and maybe have if there's any conversation we want to have on that Bid on Homes subject. We did have the call last Thursday with Barry, Darren Cottrell, and Bill. I think his name was Blymuth, but he's a mortgage broker, but he is also a real estate agent. A lot of good information. Actually, I learned a lot. I was trying to watch it, in the office, so I was watching like little 2-minute clips, 5-minute clips. So I just need to sit down and watch the whole thing. But it is in the newsletter, it's on the YouTube. Try to watch it if you can. It was really good information. Everybody has their opinions as to what's going to be happening with the markets, not only real estate, but also the other markets. I think Bill had a really good handle on things. He's well read, he reads a lot, and he's on a lot of different I think he runs a podcast actually. So he seems to be very knowledgeable on the subject. Again, it was really good. I would just encourage everybody to watch it. We are having a sales meeting later today with Jeff and Kelly. That's usually in the afternoon Eastern time. I think 4:30 or 4 o'clock Eastern. But again, the link is in the newsletter. I believe it's the same link I'm not sure. Just check the newsletter for the link. I think it's the same link they always use, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. I'm pretty sure it is though. And also they have their 10:30 Eastern time daily huddle, which I was only on one time last week, but the day I was on, there were some good shares going on, a lot of things that we can, and I put it in the newsletter about the pie program where you can get pies and invite your sphere of influence to come pick up a pie. You can do with other things too. I mean, you could do like little mini bottles of champagne or something like that, or chocolates or whatever you want to do. But the whole point is just engaging with your sphere. And it was a good way to do so, whether they showed up and picked something up or not. It gives you an excuse to give them a call, see how things are going, gently remind them that you're their real estate agent, and if they have any real estate questions or have a referral, they should be calling you. And in past huddles, with Jeff and Kelly, we've actually talked about setting up a program where you reach out to your sphere every quarter, so you have some sort of a meet and greet or event, or you can take your sphere to the movies, or you can take them bowling or cornhole or whatever you think about doing. Just have an excuse to call them on a quarterly basis. But the holidays are like, that's easy because we should be calling our sphere anyhow and reaching out. So this just makes it that much easier to do so. And you probably want to do it before people are deep into the holidays and parties and that kind of stuff. So you're starting to run out of time, but you still have time. So don't put it on too far on the back burner. But that's why I try to attend the huddles, just to try to get these little nuggets, these little mini ideas, and then to share them with all you guys. And if anybody on this call has an idea or wants to share, please, feel free to do so. Either via email to me or just sharing on the call. So that was that. The revenue, there's no revenues certifications this week, but I did see next week and the following week, there are REO and RELO certification classes. So again, I think it's 4 for REO, it's 4 for relocation. You can do them in any order. You don't have to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can do 3, 2, 1. It doesn't matter what order you do them in, but they do keep track of attendance. I think they're using some sort of a Google form now to keep track of an attendance whenever you're on these calls. So just my recommendation is every agent in our group should have done this certification, whether you're getting anything from Revenos or not. You will eventually, but if you don't have the certification, you never will. So I would definitely do that. The other thing I wanted to mention too is if you've done the certification, you've done all 4 classes, and it's been 4 weeks since you did it, you have not gotten a certificate or an email, reach out to me via email, and I'll reach out and I'll copy you guys on with Cindy Nixon or whoever needs to get those certifications out to you. Also on that subject, if you've done have the certification, you want me to keep track of it, I keep a folder on anybody that has sent me their certifications. So if you misplace them or what something happens, you can always reach out to me. And if you've sent them to me via email, I do keep track of that. Those certifications are good from what I hear for 18 months. And then you would need to redo them. But again, there's no tests you have to take. There's no studying. It's just basically 4 or 5 hours worth of classroom time where you're sitting in on those courses. It'd be nice if we could get CE for that stuff, but that's not the case. But maybe somewhere down in the future that would help out. Any questions on the certifications or REO type stuff right now? The only other thing I want to go over, well, two more things. I mentioned in the beginning of the call today that 5 Star, the Force, who runs 5 Star, is going to have a conference in the end of February. Last year it was at the the middle of March in Nashville. This year it's going to be February 24th and 25th. It's a Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. So if you're up north and want to get out of the cold for a couple days, here's a good excuse to do so. I talked to Darren last week, and we're going to go. I have to talk to Larry to see if he's going to be attending, as well as Eric Delgado. But that's usually something that Eric Delgado and Darren and Larry, we all attend together. So we'll probably have some sort of presence with the REO Alliance. But my point is, don't start planning it. Start planning it now if you think you're going to be going. It's technically almost December, so we're really only about less than 3 months out from that particular event. Actually, 3 months to the day out from that event. So you definitely, if you're going to go, I'd put it on your calendar, get your flights, all that kind of stuff looked at, and if you can drive, that's even better. But we are going to be going to that. And I'm not sure about NADP in Palm Springs. I'd like to go, but I'm not sure if I can do two different conferences. So we might just have Barry at the NADP conference, but we'll see what's going to happen with that. And the last thing I wanted to go over today is last week we put together a Google form for helping agents do a business plan. It's a very short form. It would take you less than 10 minutes to fill it out. But it would basically, let us know what your goals are, where you're at now, where you want to be, how we can start to, close that gap for your business plan. If you're looking to bring on new team members or new vendors or do more business or whatever you want to do, you want to have it written down as a business plan, marketing plan, battle plan, whatever you call it. But it's just a document that you can refer to back to weekly to see if you're on track or not on track. I put mine together last week. It took me about an hour to do. Larry's reviewing it right now. I utilized Larry as my coach, and everybody on this call really should have somebody that's looking at their numbers and helping coach them throughout the course of the year. Even though what I put in the newsletter is, even if you don't think you need a coach, you just need somebody keeping you on track, making sure that you're doing what you should be doing. And I think every successful entrepreneur, every successful business owner, somewhere along the line had a coach, but not just the ones that are struggling have coaches. Baseball players have coaches. Tiger Woods, the best golfer in the world at one time, had a coach. We all, should. It's my opinion, but I think it's good, and we offer that to our group free of charge. So I can work with you. Larry can work with you if you think you connect better with Jeff or Kelly or Robert Welcart or Joseph Limo. All these people are available to help you. Get to where you need to go. And then if you need a full-time professional coach, we can help, set you up with people like Tom Ferry or Tony Robbins or, whoever, would fit the bill for you. But if you just need, some consulting here on a monthly or every couple of month basis, or you just want somebody to check in with on a weekly basis, we can help you with that kind of stuff. So I'll quit talking. Anything that you guys need from me today? Katrina, as far as that form goes, that process, was it much different, or did anybody else see that on the Bid on Homes, the offers, or?
Oh, well, this is what it is. What it does now is We used to just collect all of the contracts and documents from the buyer's agent. Now they want you as the listing agent to basically write up the contract and get all the other forms that goes along with it. And then no one signs anything up front. So then once you go in the system, you double check to make sure all the numbers and everything that has been agreed to is correct. You check it off. And then it takes you to another page, and then you upload each document, and then it goes to basically a DocuSign form, and everybody will sign from the DocuSign. But
Okay,
that's the thing, but I haven't received it back because what happens is too, they also send a task to the buyer's agent. And then that buyer's agent is supposed to basically review it, but when it went to the person that I'm working with, the other agent, she said she had a task, but she couldn't see the contract. So I gotta figure out what's going on with that, because we still have not received the contract to do the DocuSign yet. So I don't know if
Okay.
it's going to the seller for them to review before it goes to everybody. It really, I mean, like I said, it was kind of like a surprise when I went into the system and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this. And it had a little video, but it didn't have any sound to it. So yeah,
Okay.
so I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, well, I'll powwow with Darren later today and,
Hello?
okay, April.
Yeah, yeah, it must have happened midweek because I got one of my listings, a difficult one, accepted, I want to say last week on Monday or Tuesday. But
Mhm.
the only question after hearing Katrina, sometimes when the buyer's agent goes into bid on homes and they submit the offer, it gets accepted, sometimes those other terms, I can't see them. So if I have to draft up the new contract, all the new paperwork, and there's certain things that they requested, I mean, they're gonna have to change the form on the bid on homes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes when agents will go in there and they'll ask for certain items, special requests, they put it in there as other terms. And sometimes when I click on it, I don't see what the other terms are.
Okay,
Well, it shows it now.
Oh, it does?
So
Okay.
yeah, because
Okay,
it's
that's
gonna,
good.
yeah, it shows you the screen. It's gonna show you the purchase price, closing
Okay.
costs, all of that. And then where it says special terms, it'll tell you like my special terms was for a home warranty and the amount. So I was able to see that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
well, that helps.
Yeah, but it's just more work for us kind of because now we got to write the contract and do the DocuSign. And you know how DocuSign is, you got to basically go in and put every person's where every person has to sign an initial by.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess it just happened Friday because I got a contract accepted on Wednesday and it was the regular way. But then Friday afternoon, when I got this contract accepted, that's when it was different.
I wonder if they changed it because I know whenever I get an offer that gets accepted, I go straight to the buyer's agent and I screen
Mhm.
all the paperwork because I don't want to get it coming back. And
Yeah.
I know the last offer that got accepted, I think Monday or Tuesday, it did come back because the buyer's agent worded something specific
Mhm.
for, I think it was a home warranty or something similar, or no, the termite letter. It was a termite letter. And the seller wanted it worded differently, but I can't see that. So
Yeah.
maybe they're trying to simplify it on their end.
I'm assuming. So, and now they don't want anything pre-signed. So, yeah. So nothing can go in that's pre-signed now.
All right.
Katrina, this is Debbie. I'm in Texas and we're not allowed to write the contracts for the buyers. I know,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something you need to check on as a listing agent, but
Mhm.
it's against Trek rules here,
Okay.
I believe.
Well, I did.
Yes.
I mean, just my 2 cents. I think it's easier when it comes from the buyer's agent. A
Mhm.
couple of weeks ago, I mean, I almost went back and forth with the buyer's agent. I mean, she made some errors on the paperwork and I sent it back for corrections. But when you don't know, well, I guess the system will tell us what the buyer's names are, their emails and everything. It's just a better way if it comes back from the buyer's agent and then it
Yeah.
comes to me so I can screen it and then we send it on. my only complaint
Yes.
was the way it was done the old way. If the other terms were showing up, so we know specifically exactly what was asked for, that would be better.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the new way.
Yeah, because she sent me the contract, but it had signatures on it. So we couldn't use that one. So I guess you could have them still write it up, but just don't have anyone sign it and then upload it to the system, and then it creates a DocuSign.
That's interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
I
you.
would check on it. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it is in Texas. The listing agent cannot write the buyer's contract if it's not their buyer.
Yeah, I'm sure it's different for every state. So, and I think they're trying to make everything universal, but it's not going to work for everyone.
I agree.
Yeah, if you guys have questions or you have suggestions, you can always send those to me as an email. Like, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm noticing, and I'll get those over to Darren or the team. I try to talk to them at least weekly. The last month it hasn't been weekly; it's been more like every other week. But I'm back on a pretty normal schedule, and I think Darren's schedule's normalized as well. And we'll get back to that. So again, if you see anything unusual, different, a good idea, this could work. We are in talks with Beyond Homes on a regular basis, and they do take our recommendations, and some of the recommendations you guys have given us over the last year or so have gone through. So they will listen to, especially you guys with boots on the ground for us, and that's real important for us. But and if I get any clarification from that before the sales meeting later today, I'll bring it up with Jeff and Kelly and see if they want to have some discussion on it during the sales meeting. But as soon as we get off this call, I'm going to be calling Darren and seeing what's going on with the new process. So
I think it
anything
sounds
else?
like a nightmare. I think. I mean,
Yeah, we'll get some clarification.
I mean, yeah, I think like just that almost sounds like the liability of us doing what the buyer's agent should be doing. I don't know. It just sounds like a disaster.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, I think also it might be helpful if maybe one day if we had a Zoom meeting with Bid on Homes.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. I'm
Now-
going to bring all those ideas up with him.
Now, I know several meetings back, we spoke about the condition for the BPOs, and other agents did recommend good, because right now they just have poor, fair, average, and excellent.
Okay.
Excellent is usually new construction. Good is, upgraded in very good condition.
Okay.
And that has not changed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've been taking notes, so I'll bring all that up with the team, see what they have to say. But keep doing what you guys are doing. I mean, keep doing a good job. And if you have questions, concerns, ideas, we'll get those over. I can't promise every idea will be implemented, but at least they know that you guys are forward thinking, and these things should be happening if enough people talk about it, or if it's just a good idea in general. So. Anything else you guys need from me today, or anything else you wanted to go over, or? And again, we'll probably bring this up at during the week at some of the huddles. So if you wanted to bring this up during Jeff's huddle here in 5 minutes or so, feel free to do so. They might have some perspective on it as well. I don't know that Jeff has gotten much from Bid on Homes up in California recently. So he might not be fully aware of this, but they always have good perspective on that call. And that's more of a broker call, since Jeff is a California broker, generalized, across the country. But we always want to be checking with our state brokers, and Regina more too. If you have any questions and it's something that maybe you think Regina should know about or get involved with, Regina can help out on an individual state by state basis. Well, that's it for me. That's all I had today. Is there anything? If there's anything else you guys need, let me know. If not, we'll end off on the call. And again, we're having our agent attraction call tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We call it EXP Explained also. So if you have any questions about EXP in general, if you haven't finished your onboarding or you wanted to get it like a redo with the onboarding, Emily does those classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. And EXP is going to be doing its own onboarding for new agents, which they kind of started a few months ago, but they're rolling it out now, and we just got a briefing on that last week. And that was during Larry's Friday call. So, all right, guys. Well, you guys have a good rest of the day. Again, if you have anything else you need to talk, just bring it up before this call ends. But I'll be ending this call in just about like 2-3 minutes. So, you guys have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
See you guys.